What is going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great Friday so far, or whenever you're watching this. I am here with another weekly video. Sorry it's not on Monday. I've been very busy with school, so I'm just gonna hop right into this. So this Darius Leonard design I made with visuals on Instagram. He really helped me figure out new ways to do stuff and really helped me improve. You should go check him out. So if we started off with just this white background, I'm gonna add in all the shapes that we used. He added all these triangles. So to get a triangle, you have to right click on the marquee tool, and then there is a triangle tool. It says triangle tool, and then you draw in your triangle, and then you can move it to wherever you want. So then adding in all of these shapes, and then after we added some shapes in, we add in the Colts logo. So you in the final design, you'll just be able to see it right here. You won't be able to see any of this stuff. Triangle over the top of it, and then an upside down Colts logo. So it looks weird upside down, but it will look better once everything is covered up, like I said. So it's just trying to get the overall shape, kind of. Not really sure why he did it this way, but it works. So, and then he masked out some of this. So to get a mask, you click on this button down here, and then you take your brush. So go to your brush, and then you have to be selected on this thumbnail. And then if it's white, and then you have a white brush, it's gonna paint it back. Just gonna delete that, and then if you click X on your keyboard, it will switch it to black, and then that removes. So that's how you do masks. Then we added Colts text, white, so it like looks like it blends more. This will be covered up again, like I said, but it just makes it look like it flows. Again, I'm not really sure why he did that. Adding more Colts text, and then this, it's a outline of our back, our our back subject, Darius Leonard. I'm pretty sure how he did it was he like used his pen tool and just traced around it, and then used a mask again, and then you click solid color. I'm not really sure how he totally did it. There's many ways to do it, and maybe I'll even do a tutorial on it sometime in the future. And then we added more shapes in front. This is most likely a triangle, and then there's just this gray line, and then this may be a triangle as well. It just looks like a square. I'll show you what edits we did on this back image. It was probably one of the best images I've worked with in a long time. That's mostly why this design looked so good in the end. So we'll just wait for this to load. Yep, okay, so we did a camera raw filter on it. You know my settings from the past videos. I'll open it up just in case you want to see it. I have a color correction video, which was my first video on my Shy design, so you can check out how I make all my images match and how I do the color correction on that. Like I said in previous videos, my computer is pretty slow, so take just a bit for it to open up. Okay, here it is. So here are the settings. Contrast is usually at 35. Highlights, the stuff you mess around with. Texture, clarity, and then vibrance is up, and then that's all I did. I'm gonna hit cancel, but you would hit OK. So then once we got this camera on, I duplicated the layer, and then you go up to filter. You can't see it on my screen, it's cut off, but go to filter up top, just above here. Other, high pass, and then I usually set mine to 17. And then once you have that, I'll delete that because we don't need two of them. But once you have a high pass filter, you would set it to hard light. So your blend modes right here, you set it to hard light so it doesn't look, because without hard light, here I'll show you what it looks like. Just looks like that. It don't really know how to explain how that looks, but it just like enhances the image, and you keep the camera on it. So there's that. I'm not going to save it. You would save it, but I'm just for the sake of this video that I'm showing you. And then he added in a lens flare. So that's set to screen. So if you're normal, see how it looks really bad. You set it to screen, it takes out everything. And then he added a mask. so there wasn't any hard edges. And then added a shadow so the text looks more 3D, so we added the Leonard text back in. Added the more shadow than Darius, and then after this feet shadow, more shadow for his like body. And then a lot of times in designing you won't actually keep a lot of the stuff that you do, so this is one of the instances we didn't keep this 53 there. Added another Colts logo. This one is set to hard light, so see how you can see some of the background elements. And then now to the front subject. So here's the front subject. This one didn't really match the back subject as quality wise, I guess. So I did the adjustments on this one. So levels to the light, because I made the light sources coming from these flares. You always got to add like some sort of light source so it like enhances your design even more. And then in the shadows, so where there be no light hitting, you do the same thing with your levels, but it's set to multiply. You can check out my CC video on how I do that as well if you want to see in more in depth how to do that. Selective color to match the images more. Hue and saturation brings out the reds more, and then again a high pass filter to enhance it. Again, here's an instance where he added this texture. Didn't really like how it was. Added this one and liked more how it was. And then another flare on that shoulder. Our logos, so 2 logos and then text. And then here's the CC. So I'm not going to show you what he used for the CC because it's actually from a pack from Digitalize on Instagram. He bought the pack, so you can just see the difference of what the CC. Actually, the CC isn't even turned on, so I'll turn on the CC. There we go. That's better. So you can just see what the CC does. It just makes it so much more dramatic and makes it look so much better, brings the whole thing together, can make or break your design with color. This is just a bunch of color lookups, selective colors, just a bunch of these adjustment layers put into a group to make this just look insane. And then last thing we did, he actually taught me how to do this. So you click Control Shift Alt E if you're on Windows. I believe it's Command Alt Shift E if you're on Mac. So if I turn that on, it's just a grouping of the layer. It's on linear dodge add, so it just like makes it pop again. And then he added a mask and masked out those parts. And then again, here's an instance. We didn't use this. It was just noise. So noise just adds texture to your overall design. So this is the finished product. It honestly wasn't that hard of a design. It took way more time to think about it than to actually make it, but I think it turned out very good. One of my best and favorite designs of mine, and also his. Also comment what you want to see next. I know the last few videos I haven't figured out commenting. Hopefully this video I'll figure it out. I just keep putting on the wrong settings, so make sure to comment below what you want to see next, and I hope you have a great rest of your Friday.